every time. So as we start, I request everybody. Aarti ma'am, the next slide, please. Yes, so take a moment for yourself and please close your eyes as the bell will be played right now. Okay, thank you everyone. And Aarti ma'am, we'll start with the next slide. So we have got a small video for you all here, and we just wanted you to just look at this video first. So I'm gonna play this video, and I want everyone to give the response after observing this video, as in why this movie Chak De India trailer was shown to you all.
कि न कुछ कर पाई है न कुछ कर पाएगी। ये लोटा बेलन चलाने वाली भारतीय नारियां हैं। अब कहाँ ये निक्कर उकर पहन के दौड़ती फिरेंगी? कोई न कोई स्पॉन्सरर है, न दर्शक है, न टीवी चैनल है, न मीडिया है। अब कौन सा कोच घुसेगा वुमेन्स हॉकी के दलदल में अपना कैरियर डुबोने?
एक आदमी है, कबीर खान। I am the coach of the Indian national women's team. मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं, ना दिखाई देते हैं। सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, इंडिया।
कबीर मियाँ, ये टीम नहीं, कब्र है। क्यों पांव बढ़ा रहे हो?
मुझे नहीं लगता इन लड़कियों को कोई साथ हॉकी खेलना सिखा सकता है।
कोच है, भगवान थोड़ी है।
कल से कोई प्रैक्टिस नहीं होगी यहाँ पे।
सब चाहते हैं कोच बदला जाए।
हर टीम में सिर्फ एक ही गुंडा हो सकता है, और इस टीम का गुंडा मैं हूं।
तुम यहाँ किस लिए वापस आए हो?
इस टीम को वर्ल्ड कप दिलाने।
जो कभी हो नहीं सकता।
वही तो करना है। सत्तर मिनट है तुम्हारे पास।
ओके, सो मूवी में 70 मिनट थे। अभी मैं जिनका भी नाम लूंगी उनके पास 30 सेकंड है। Okay, so I just wanted to know that how many of you have seen this movie? If you can please raise your hands. So very quickly, Bharti ma'am has
Yes, Bharti
raised
ma'am,
hand.
yes.
So yes, Bharti ma'am. What do you think this movie? Why did I play this movie over here? Is about?
Aarti ma'am, this is not fair. आपने पूछा मूवी किसने देखी? That's why I answered.
अच्छा,
But
okay,
it's
fine,
my most favorite dialogue. Really, I am telling you कि ये जो 70 मिनट वाला जो dialogue, it's my most favorite dialogue.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will try. Nagrani ma'am, you asked me कि why this trailer was shown. So I think the coach is working for team. He wants one goal, one focus, team usko banana hai aisa. He doesn't want everyone to play differently. And that's what we see at our DPS, like all together, one team. And I think maybe the main purpose was to, as a team, we can win. That's what I can guess.
As a team, we can win. It's a great thought. I really appreciate that, Bharti ma'am. Yes, Chandni ma'am.
I think that
Chandi ma'am, your voice is not audible. I'm not sure if others can hear you.
Hello.
We can't hear Chandi ma'am. Yes, yes. Could you please repeat it again?
Now can you hear?
Yeah, now it is fine. हाँ, अभी आप बोलिएगा हाँ.
Yes, yes. I was saying that I think that this is to show the woman empowerment. Like in the video, they said कि वो कुछ नहीं कर सकती, चकला बेलन चलाने वाली and all. So to break that thing, and there was one coach who was also very focused to bring together. So maybe that's why.
Also, if you would have seen the movie in the team itself, was there a lot of understanding or was there a lot of dilemma in the thoughts? क्या सब एक जैसा सोचकर चल रहे थे या उनके thoughts में विचार match नहीं कर रहे थे? What do you have to say about that, Chandni ma'am?
Thoughts were different. All fighting means they were having goals. They have come from the different parts of the country. Different parts of the states, and have own goal mindset.
Yeah, I'll just take one more response if Suranjana ma'am can add over here. Then I'll move towards the next slide. Yes, Suranjana ma'am.
Actually, I had raised my hand to say that I had watched this movie, but I would sum up what both my colleagues have already said. That yes, it is about a journey from misunderstanding and lack of unity to unity, and what the unifying factor was definitely the coach, and also breaking the stereotypical mindset of thinking that women's place is in the hearth and the kitchen, and nowhere else can they shine. So I think these are the two main things.
I agree. There are multiple, dilemmas which can be, looked in through this trailer. But I really did connect with this movie with an aspect of a thought of win-win, wherein people were thinking that team cannot win, they are not together, their thoughts are not matching. But we are here today to understand how to think win-win. For that to connect, I have taken this trailer of Chak De India to make you all friendly with what are the principles behind thinking win-win. So we have come up with this learning outcome today, that is team member will be able to analyze the principles of a win-win mindset in team collaboration, resulting in improved communication, mutual respect, and shared success. Moving ahead, there are various kind of situation and people around us. You will see various people or firm working with a thought of win-win. You might find certain institutes or people where they are interdependent with each other in their work with a mindset of lose-lose. Also, you may find a set of work with win-lose or lose-win. Similarly, these are the situation which are there in your life. I would like to hear from you any of one situation out of these, if anybody want to share about that, if they have been in any of such situation where they have felt like, I am in a situation of win-win, I am in a situation of win-lose, I am in a situation of lose-lose. Anybody, what do you have in your mind? If you can please share that. Pallavi ma'am,
Suvarna ma'am has actually typed in something. Ma'am, I would actually request you to say something here. If you could just explain it to us.
Yes, Suvarna ma'am.
Actually, like what I wanted to say, there might be differences in the thoughts, but
Yes.
we are working as a team, we are working on a particular goal. So sometimes you get an idea when you just listen or thought about others, what they think. So we, in short, we call it brainstorming.
Brainstorming.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Suvarna ma'am, if I say you that win and lose is a situation, what do you understand from this? What kind of situation this could be?
I guess.
Can I, ma'am? Aarti ma'am, can I?
Yes. I cannot see whose hands is raised, so
Is
I'm
it
so
Neelu
sorry
ma'am who
about
said?
that.
I guess Neelu ma'am.
Yes, Neelu
Neelu
ma'am.
ma'am.
यस मैम, मुझे ये कहना है कि अगर सारी क्षमता, जैसे कोई एक टीम है और हर के अंदर कुछ ना कुछ क्वालिटी होती है, और अगर हम उनकी क्वालिटी को पूरा यूनाइट करें तो हम जीत सकते हैं। अगर हमने उनको इग्नोर किया और हमारी ईगो रही और मेरी ही बात सुनी जाए और मैं ही सब कुछ हूँ, तो आई थिंक दैट टाइम वी आर लूजर।
Okay, so I'm gonna just play a short video of Kovi, who is sharing an example of win-lose situation. I want you all to hear this video for a moment very carefully and tell me then what is a win and lose situation. Okay, so I'm just sharing that with you all in a minute.
So now we've got one more video relating to the same situation, which will talk about the paradigms of the relationship.
Is my screen visible?
Not yet, Aarti ma'am, not yet.
Okay. Is it now?
Yes, yes, it is.
Agreed in a family meeting to take care of the yard.
Yes, yes.
My little son agreed in a family meeting to take care of the yard.
I will, Dad.
Son, your job is green and clean. Let me show you what green looks like, son. Let's go over to our neighbor's house. That's the color we're after, son. Clean means let's clean up half of it. Now notice that compared to that. That's green and clean, son. Your job is green and clean. Now, son, how you do that is up to you. I'd tell how I do it if you want.
How'd you do it, Dad?
I turn on the sprinklers. But you may want to use buckets or hose or spit all day long. All we care about is what, son?
Green and clean.
What's green look like? Good. What's clean? Good. It's your job, son. Guess who your boss is, son?
Who?
You boss yourself. Guess who your helper is?
Who?
I am. You boss me.
I do?
If I ever have any time, you need help, you just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And guess who judges you, son? That's right, you judge yourself. How do you think you judge yourself, son?
Green and clean.
What's green now? What's clean now? Good. Is that a deal, son? You think about it for a day or two. Saturday. How do you feel, son?
I'll do it.
Do what?
Green and clean.
How?
It's up to me.
Who's your boss?
I boss myself.
Who judges you?
I judge myself.
How do you judge yourself?
Green and clean.
What's green? Good. Clean? Good. Who's your helper?
You are if you have time.
What if I don't have time?
I gotta do green and clean.
Is that a deal, son?
Deal.
Deal was made. You did nothing.
Okay. So I think everyone has observed the video very carefully. So what did you think in this situation happened with Kovi when he made a deal with his son that they are going to do the cleaning purpose and green yard? Yes, anybody? Yes, Suranjana ma'am. Suranjana ma'am has answered. So can we request Suranjana ma'am to put her answer in the chat? Meanwhile, we can request Adiba ma'am to share her answer here. Yes, Adiba ma'am. Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Yes.
Hello? Okay, I think
Adiba
Adiba
ma'am,
ma'am is facing some issue. Yes, Adiba ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, Adiba ma'am. Adiba ma'am, what did you understand with this situation of win-lose? What is this win-lose situation here in this example? Meanwhile, Nagrani ma'am, you can see in the chat.
I can only see all the authors in the chat. That's
Yes, that is what. Okay, Deepa ma'am, would you like to share the answer?
Ma'am, I joined late, so I have not seen the complete video. So I won't be able to give justice to the
should we go
answer.
back to
Yeah.
Okay. Jagruti ma'am?
Bharti ma'am wants to answer. Should we?
Yeah.
Yes, Bharti ma'am.
Okay, I'll
Vrinda
try.
is there.
But
Bharti ma'am, we are sorry. Can we take from Vrinda ma'am? Already Bharti ma'am has answered. So, hello.
Vrunda ma'am, you audible, ma'am. You can give the answer. Vrunda ma'am, she has raised her hand, but I don't know. She's not saying anything. Pushpendra sir, he wants to give the answer, I guess. Sir, you can
Hi.
unmute yourself and yes.
Yes, I have. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So there are few instances which Aarti ma'am shared. One of them was win-lose. I think this was, in my limited opinion, was like he won the heart of the child, but he lost because the child was not able to initiate what was promised, what was the deal apparently. So that's my observation. But he tried to nurture this good quality while giving examples, ensure that he has enough time to make a decision out of it. But the end result was kind of a lost cause for him because he was not able to walk the talk. So that's my understanding on it. Thank you.
Okay. So in win-lose situation, you'll find the people, one telling you that what to be done, and the other person following it and doing how it is instructed to them. So in such situation, when we don't take the collaborative response, then you might not see people feeling interested and working alongside together. So maybe this is an example which is telling you that how a situation comes or a scenario where a person who is delivering the task, but still the task is not getting done. All right, let's see this video ahead and understand.
Nothing all that Saturday, all that Sunday, Monday, it's Tuesday morning, going to work, hot, summer day, burning up, yellowing, neighbor's yard, green and clean, manicured, garbage strewn right down the side lawn from a Saturday night barbecue, falling out the bottom of the sack, 3 feet from my car. I could rationalize a little away Saturday and Sunday, but Monday, this is inexcusable. I was ready to move to win-lose. Now, son, you get out there, you get over here, or I'm telling you, the moment you do, you kill the goose. You kill effectiveness. You go for efficiency. Yeah, he'll clean that up. And what happens tomorrow when you're not there? Bite your tongue. Reaffirm your purpose. Raise boys, not grass.
Okay, I'm pausing again because I want to take a reflection from your classes, because many a time this would happen in your class that you are instructing your children, to many a time align the books properly, or how they need to behave in the class, talking to them very in a soft voice and instructing again and again, but again losing your temperament. So if anyone can please make me understand what is that he's trying to explain right now when he's saying that we are trying to grow boys, not the grass. So what exactly he's trying to do over here with this kind of conversation with the team over there? Yes, anybody?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Vrinda ma'am.
Yes. So, namaste everybody. Ma'am, I feel that he's trying to develop a system rather than developing a specific person. I mean, a system wherein the instructions can be given in such a way that it will work for everybody, and
Yes.
it will help him achieve his goals.
Yes. So it means he's trying to understand that how instructions can be more simple, more clearer, so that the son understand the importance of it. Yes, Smita ma'am.
In the last two sentences, he also said that he wanted not only yes, sir, he wanted to raise the voice also. If you have anything to say,
exactly,
you have to say that.
Exactly. Okay. So we'll move ahead in this video.
I'll see what it looks like tonight. Could hardly wait to get home. Driving, going around the corner, there where my yard was. Tuesday afternoon, more cluttered, more yellow than ever. My son across the street, playing ball. I was burning. we'd agree that we'd walk around the yard twice a week, and he'd show me how it's going. Hi, son. How you doing?
Just fine, Dad.
I was faking it totally. How's it going in the yard, son?
Just fine, Dad.
I bit my tongue. After dinner, why don't we walk around? You can show me how it's going. Before we got to the door, you could see his lip. By the time we got out to the front yard, just open bawling.
So hard.
I mean, what was hard? He hadn't done one single thing. I'll tell you what hard is moving up the level of initiative. You cannot hold people responsible for results if you supervise their methods. Anything you want me to do to help, son?
Would ya?
What was our agreement?
So you'd help me if you had time.
I've got time.
You do? I'll be right back.
Ran in the house, came out with 2 sacks. He handed me one, he took one. That's when he signed the win-win agreement. And he only asked for help a couple more times that entire summer. It's his job. It takes time to set up the agreement and to reaffirm it. The tendency.
Okay, so coming back to you all, how do you think the win-win situation was created or built upon? What was magical happening here? Yes, Prajakta ma'am.
So unless we do not give support to the person whom we are trying to tell or instruct something, unless we do not give a correct guidance to them, that situation won't be easy.
Yes.
So support is the most important thing for
Exactly.
which we will reach to the win-win situation.
Yeah, you are very right. You're very right, Prajakta ma'am. Other teams, buck up. Yes, I can see few more hands up. I think Pallavi ma'am.
Pallavi
Yes,
ma'am, she wants
yes.
to give the answer.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It is also the collaboration, not only giving instructions, but getting involved in actual work. Just
True,
ये
very
करना
true.
है नहीं. We have to work together. It's applicable
true.
in real life also,
Very
in
true.
classrooms specifically.
One example, if any teacher would like to say share that they showed something to the children and it really get done in the class. One example from your classes.
May I continue, ma'am?
Yes, Pallavi ma'am, sure.
When it was our book bus, I said कि so and so we have to do. मतलब the students told me, ma'am, we have planned this thing and we can do. I said yes, we can do, and just I said yes. But when I started getting involved, getting chart papers or giving drawing ideas, or then the work started rolling. You just say yes, and the things will not get done. We have to get involved, sit along with them, along with their level, and then we can, get what the children want for the book. Well, it was their idea, their conception कि ऐसा board बनेगा. But unless and until the teacher is there to guide, it's a little difficult for them to put in all things together. So win-win situation is when both the people work together.
Mm-hmm. Agree. I agree. Completely agree. So this is what we are doing in school. We are following a culture of show and tell. It's happening that whenever something is being introduced to us, I have learned from sir itself that, we first show it to the people how it works. And then we expect that, that has to be executed. And when we show people that, yes, we have time, yes, we understand your challenges, yes, we are there to help you, then I think the collaboration increases. And as the collaboration increases, the relationship improves. And that's how we can build upon the win-win situation, or we can create the environment in a way that we help people and we get ideas from them to work collaboratively towards a same or common objective. Okay, what do you think, Nagrani ma'am? Is it happening so?
Yes, whenever we are working in a team, we are working with the common objective. We keep our things aside and we work for the common objectives that needs to be achieved at that point of time. And Kalpana ma'am wants to say something, Aarti ma'am.
Yes, Kalpana ma'am.
Ma'am, I would like to share a classroom incident where our support and motivation made our children to complete the task. Like asking the children to write the reflection at the end of the day was a task. Class 4 students, it is very difficult for them to express their feelings the way we expect them to be. So as suggested by our coordinator ma'am in a meeting, I just started writing my reflection after giving the question to them. Suppose if I gave them, what did you learn throughout the day today? So just giving them a question and asking them to reflect on the same was a difficult task. But once I started that today I learned this, so ultimately it became in a habit of the children also, and they started writing the reflection. And it's been more than a week. Now, regularly the children are able to write the reflection the way I want them to be. What was good, why they felt so, what was the learning, what was the challenge, everything. So this is my classroom experience, which I would like to share here. Thank you.
I think Sir wants to add up something.
Yeah, I want to, invite everybody. There are 220 people on this call, and I want everybody to think about a situation in which, or a conversation, जो आपकी कोई आपके colleague के साथ हुई, या आपके घर पे कोई conversation हुई, and you ended up losing that conversation. Okay, you ended up after that conversation, you lost that conversation. I want you to think about that conversation and type that situation in the chat box. You could use random names as XYZ, 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's okay. But I would like you to describe that situation in the chat box. Is my question clear? Nagrani, is my question clear?
Sir, I mean, one more time, if you could repeat, that would be better. Because you
My
asked us
question-
to write down the losing the situation, right?
My question is that every day all of us enter into some situations or conversations. I want you to write down about a situation or a conversation in which somebody else won and you lost. Use the chat box to write about that conversation.
So we are waiting for your responses, team, that if we can share a response where we lost a conversation. It could be from your home.
It could be in
Or
school,
friends as well.
it could be in school,
Yes.
it could be with friends, it could be at home,
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, anything. is
Whatever. Anybody. The chat box is completely filled with AI comments. With my husband, it always happened. Okay, Shweta ma'am. Shweta ma'am has shared. Can you just explain, give a little brief about it? So yes, we are getting some responses that conversation is getting lost when they are trying to talk with their 5-year-old son.
Okay. So thank you.
Downstairs neighbors.
A lot of you have responded, and I see many more responses coming in. We'll wait for a minute more, 1.5 minutes more. Aarti, I see a great opportunity here, so I'm going to take over for the next 5 minutes. Okay.
No problem, sir. No problem. My downstairs neighbor had a leakage and was asking me to get it repaired. I asked him to share the expenses and he simply refused, telling me it is my responsibility and I'm irresponsible. I lose it.
This is also very nice, Diksha ma'am. I lost a conversation with my husband over buying me a new iPhone. So, and then there are a lot which are coming for daughters and sons. Generally, okay.
Chandni, please type. Chandni, please type.
Ajay sir, with your little daughter, I lose a conversation with my son whenever I used to ask him about his studies. Yes. Yeah, with the child. A lot of times it is with the son or a daughter, it seems.
Okay, now another question. Okay, now you have to write about a situation or a conversation in which you won. Okay, this time you have to write about a situation or a conversation in which you won. Okay, thank you for everybody for putting in so many comments. Now is your turn to write about a situation or a conversation in which you won.
So one when had a conversation about watching my favorite show.
And Prajakta ma'am is directly switched off the TV and after an hour. So that was a win situation. Very nice, Prajakta ma'am. So I won a collaborative peer teaching efforts in grade 11th and Suchita ma'am. Yes, with my in-laws. So we've got a lot of responses again here. Price
They're
of
saying with
apples.
children they lose, but with their own parents they win.
So a lot of times when we win a conversation or when we win a situation, unfortunately, the other person loses, and that person feels bad about that, right? And after maybe 10 minutes or half an hour of that situation or conversation, we realize that we did not plan for the other person to feel that way. We did not want the other person to feel that way. I want you to just take a moment, and a lot of you have typed these situations where you won and the other person lost. I want you to take a moment to think about what could you have done such that you could have converted the win-lose situation in which you won to a win-win situation. Is my question clear?
Yes, sir. It is clear now.
So can I share it verbally? I mean, it's too long. I
Yes,
think I
yes, go ahead, share with me.
It has happened in the past that in one of the classes I was teaching, a student was not adhering to the protocol, and I scolded him in front of the class. So I lost it there. And when I went home for many days, I kept feeling guilty about it. But my ego wasn't allowing me to do anything about it. But then after a few days, when I was okay in one of the classes, I told him to stand up, that student, and I said, "See, I was sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But what I expected was not wrong from you. The expectation was correct, but my reaction to your behavior was wrong. So I'm sorry that I behaved that way with you, and that created a bond between us." And he immediately felt happy. And after that, he never troubled me in any of my classes. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. I think that is a great example of how we can take responsibility and convert a win-lose situation into a win-win situation. Let's take three more sharings. Anybody? If it's because since this might be difficult to type, you can you can raise your hand and share. Prashant ji, would you like to share? Prashant ji? Anyone else would like to share? Somebody who's typed in the chat box and would like to talk about it?
So Prashant sir has already one more time he has raised an answer. I mean raised a hand.
Okay, Saurav Pal.
Yes, sir. Actually, during the vacation, I go to my hometown. And in that situation, actually, I don't wanted to purchase any clothes, and my parents are pressuring me कि हाँ तुम्हें लेना है, तुम्हें लेना है, लेना है. Okay, fine, चलो चलते हैं. रात मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है चलते हैं. तो रात के 8 बजे निकले हम लोग. And then we go to a shop and then we are purchasing. पापा मम्मी ने दिला. And above that, मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है आज थोड़ा लेट हो गया लंच डिनर करके ही चलते हैं. So we have a dinner in Bharat Nation. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. चलो ठीक है उनका भी मन रख लिया and उन्होंने भी मेरा मन रख लिया कि हाँ चलो ठीक है एक बार डिनर भी कर लेते हैं बाहर. So that's a win-win situation.
Okay, great. Thank you, Saurabh, for sharing that. Anyone else? One more.
Yes, Kalpana ma'am.
So generally, my son is in a habit that as soon as he gets into the room, he just switch on the TV. So sometimes it is very difficult for me to tell him that Ritu, we have to work first, we have to do this, then we can watch the TV. So I just give him a situation. Let's do this work all together. Once it is completed, then we'll watch the TV together. And most of the time, it's only the Cartoon Network which goes on the TV. So this is a win-win situation. I make him to do his homework, and then we'll sit together to watch the TV. So I also win, and he also wins.
Okay, a trick question. If you promise to do something later for something to be done now, what is it called?
Procrastination.
It's called a bribe. Yes, it's
Bribe.
called a bribe.
Right.
Bribing.
Brilliant. Whether we want to teach our children to bribe is a question that I leave all of you with. And over to Aarti and Nagrani.
So okay,
So
Nagrani,
here,
you can just take ahead.
sorry to interrupt, Aarti ma'am. I know
Yes, yes.
what I did was a kind of bribe for my son, but sometimes the situations force us to bribe the children if you really want to do
You mean to
something.
say you try to motivate?
हाँ.
Okay. So
We got
yes.
some more responses here. Bina ma'am wants to say something. Yes, Bina ma'am. Nisha Sharma ma'am. Bina ma'am.
Nisha
Okay,
ma'am.
Nisha Sharma ma'am, you want to say
So, ma'am,
something?
yeah, yeah. So it's perfectly said. It's called bribe, and ये हम रोज करते हैं because sometimes both of us, like me and my husband, are short of time, and then he demands for some chocolates, this, that. It's not good for health. Lekin we have to buy it for him. So because of the time crunch, yes, we do it. We promise him, कि, okay, we are getting this. Now you complete your homework.
Okay, so I'll just quickly sum up what Sir took in example with your experience. We are trying to understand win-win is based on the paradigm that there is a plenty of everybody, that one person's success is not achieved at the expense of the success of others. That is the idea which we are trying to understand through this entire discussion. Yes, Nagrani ma'am, you can take ahead.
Yes. So as we have just discussed about what happens or what are the kind of emotions that get into our head when somebody is winning and we are losing, or when both of us are winning. So the situation here, this diagram that is right in front of you, it is going to explain more about if you win and also the other person wins, what are the kinds of things dimensions that we are looking at. Either could be a character, a relationships, or an agreement, and the support system and the process. So we're talking about these 5 dimensions in detail. If you see the character, it talks about the character of both the persons involved in that particular or the collaboration or the team. It has to follow some etiquettes or some values that comes with integrity, maturity, and the abundance mentality. So here, can somebody just give me an example of what could be the abundance mentality mean to you all? Anybody?
Yes, it could be from your experience or from the video
Experience,
you
yes.
saw, or it could be your own understanding about abundance mentality. Anything would work.
Ma'am, it happens most
Teachers,
of the
we are
time when you
237.
are
Yes,
bargaining.
Vrunda ma'am, yes.
Ma'am, it happens most of the time
Bargaining.
when you are bargaining. Yes. Suppose someone says, ki, okay, this is for 300, I am asking it for 200, and the person is saying no, 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 and then I go a little ahead, he comes a little back, and then we fix it on 250. So he is not losing too much, I am not paying too much. You know, if I take a little, my words little back, and I'm ready to pay a little more than what I have decided the correct price is, it most of the times results in a win-win. And then the shopkeeper looks at me respectfully. I mean, that has happened many times with me.
Ma'am, how many times you go in a week for a shopping? I guess you only do all the shopping, no, Vrunda ma'am?
Not in a week.
But in a month at least, I think you go for the shopping a lot, it seems. Yes?
Ma'am, now that I've joined
Okay,
DTS, I may go very often.
Nisha ma'am wants to say.
Okay.
Can we have few more people
Ma'am,
coming
may I-
in to respond? What is abundance mentality?
Yes, Nisha ma'am, yes.
Yeah, ma'am. So what I understand is to understand कि this world is full of happiness. So जो होता है अच्छे के लिए ही होता है. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. That is what I understand from abundance mentality.
Absolutely,
yes,
Nisha ma'am.
it is
That's
the
the
perfect answer which you have given.
So that is what we were looking at. Abundance mentality.
Yes, Sunanda ma'am is trying to say
Yes,
something.
yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Saurav sir also wants to say something. I guess.
Am I
Yes.
audible?
I'm so sorry, yeah, Sunanda ma'am. I didn't hear.
Am I audible?
Yes.
यस मैम एक्चुअली जब जिस दिन सैलरी क्रेडिट होता है उस दिन अगर आप किसी के शॉप में जा रहे हैं और मान लीजिए कोई सामान जो है 18 के बदले आपने 20 पे कर दिया तो मैंने कहा ठीक है तुम छुट्टा रख लो सो इट्स लाइक कि चलो ठीक है तुम भी 2 रुपए रख लो वो भी एक्स्ट्रा खुश मैं भी कहा चलो ठीक है मेरी सैलरी में अकाउंट आया वो भी अच्छा है एंड सब कुछ मतलब देखा जाए तो मेरी खुशी अब ये इकोनॉमिक्स का नियम है कि अगर मैं पैसा जैसे गवर्नमेंट पैसा मार्केट में डालता है तो वो हमारे ही हाथ में आता है और वो हम उसी को एंजॉय करते हैं एंड इट्स रोल आउट सो इट्स लाइक हैप्पीनेस ठीक है चलो उसको कल को वो भी किसी को जब उसे पैसा देना होगा शायद 2 रुपए ज्यादा पड़े या 5 रुपए ज्यादा पड़े तो वो उसे खुशी खुशी दे देगा एंड वो समथिंग कहीं ना कहीं घूम फिर के हमारे पास ही आएगा तो एक वैसे की मतलब ठीक है दोनों तरफ से ही खुशी है मतलब इस तरीके से हम कह सकते हैं
Saurav sir, I would like you to think over here. Does that really means a abundance mentality? Meanwhile, we'll listen to the Sunanda ma'am's answer.
In the meantime, we'll listen to Sunanda ma'am. Okay? Yes. Huh.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, just a simple line like what I feel that abundance mentality says that there is plenty of opportunities there available for everyone. We all are unique. आपने अगर आपको कुछ आज मिला है it doesn't mean that आपने किसी का लिया है या आप किसी का ले सकते हो. It is said that आपको जो है आपकी किस्मत में वो आपसे कोई ले नहीं सकता और आप किसी का नहीं ले सकते. We all are unique. Everybody is full of qualities. You'll have to just see आप किस में अच्छा कर सकते हो.
That
So,
patience is very,
everyone can
very
live
much
without
important.
taking away from others.
Yes. So that happiness
Absolutely,
in any
yes.
situation. Very perfectly said. So we'll move to the next is relationship and agreement, Nagrani ma'am, because we are running short with the time.
Yes. So
Please
when
take
we
ahead.
talk about here the relationship, the trust and the credibility and the transformational leadership, we have just taken, I mean, this example a lot of times. We have seen in the school anybody who could just tell us what could be the transformational leadership where you have experienced it somewhere. So how the relationship should be, how a leader should be, that is what here they try to tell it to us in a very simple words here. Sumran ma'am, yes ma'am, tell us.
So, ma'am, actually, according to me, a leader should always think about what their their co-workers or their team wants from them. It is very important to be considerate about every team leader, every team member's feelings and what they desire, so that they should be happy. If they are happy, they will surely contribute more into anything, into work or into the team, and it will surely lead every team to success.
So if you see in the video, Kovi was himself a leader, but he was trying to build a relationship with his son by going out and telling him, yes, I do have time for you when you need my help. And when he tried to do so with his son in the garden, in cleaning and maintaining the green garden, where eventually he first said, I will maintain the green garden. And how will you maintain? Just by turning on the sprinkler. So this two different situation, if you can analyze and understand, is not only building the relationship through trust and credibility, but also helping to build through transformational leadership. So show and tell is very important to build the relationship with the team. So last agreement is also there, also with that support system and processes there. So quickly we wind up with this, is that it tells you whether you are the president of a company or a clerk. The moment you step from independence to interdependence in any capacity, you step into leadership role. So in your home, if you see, we are interdependent for our work life. We are interdependent for many of the things that in our house. So we are trying to influence people over there by building relationship and effective habits. And that is what this win-win situation is talking about. Yes, Nagrani ma'am, if you have anything to add in this, or we can
No,
move to the
I mean,
next slide.
I just wanted to tell you all also. I mean, when you're talking about winning or working on a team, it's just not the goal that you need to remember. We also need to remember all these dimensions, and also the process. The process is very, very important.
Process
We
is
need
very,
to
very
enjoy the process, because if you don't enjoy the process, even reaching the goal, you would still feel that there is something missing. So that is very important. As it said, the support system and the process. A leader can be there, he could guide you, he can be there with you. Even that, it shows we all have experienced it many times. So here now we have a question for you all. It's an assessment. We are going to send a form. Aarti ma'am, you're going to
Yes, I will
send
share the form. Meanwhile, I want everyone to go through the assessment few instructions. Nagrani ma'am, if you can brief them, I'll share the link.
Yes. So here, no, we have got a question for you all. Ma'am is going to share. You have to identify which one is appropriate for you. So there we have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. The points are given, and then we also have we
Okay,
also
let
have
me brief.
another sheet where it tells you about the results as well. Then and there, you can just check for yourselves. So Aarti ma'am, just
Yes, I'll brief. So what sir did, I wanted to do that here, but already sir has done that. You have done your reflection part from your experiences, the conversation where you win and the conversation where you win and lose. Okay. We want you to reflect on both the conversation and try out this inventory. You have to be very true to yourself. This inventory link I have already shared in the chat. Please open the inventory. If you see the inventory, I'll just share a format over here if it is, if my screen is visible.
And the form is not opening.
Is it? I have opened it for everyone.
Aarti ma'am, sir wants to say something.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I have one more question for everybody. In our Darpan, there is a document that resembles win-win situation. Which document is that? In the Darpan, the student portfolio, there is one document which signifies a win-win situation. Can anybody tell me which document is that in the Darpan? ये सारे के नाम नहीं लिस्ट करने हैं. कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट है जो वो विन विन सिचुएशन को
Share the why
सिग्निफाई
also.
इन द दर्पण. Share the why. Yes, share the why. Yes, thank you, Swati. The student and the teacher declaration. Yeah, there's a student
After
and a
goal
teacher
setting-
declaration document. Yes, Swati, go ahead.
After goal setting, that is the last page where the student and teacher both are signing and committing that we will be completing this together.
Yes, brilliant. And this is there in Darpan of grades 3 and above. Grades 3 and above, Darpan में ये document है which directly signifies a win-win situation.
Okay, so if everyone has opened the link, I would want you to reflect on that inventory by being true to yourself. Also, calculate the score for each criteria. For an example, if you have rated yourself at 4, then please count the score for that particular column. And at the end, please total it. For every criteria, you can choose one option. Either agree, strongly agree. You cannot choose multiple option. Is my screen visible, Nagrani ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
And as in when you all are done with this inventory, please give me a thumbs up.
I am able to open actually this this entire wait. Just I'll also share the screen.
Who all are not able to open?
Yes, I'm sending it again. Just a minute. Aarti ma'am, that same link, I'll just share it again because I can open it from here.
I think it's the interface problem with the other campuses. Yes, Sonal ma'am. You are done?
Ma'am, I've done the rubrics now. Anything else that we have to do
Please
after
keep a
filling
score.
that?
Keep a score with yourself. No need to share in the chat. I will just share the score sheet now, and then you can just reflect on your scores over here.
Okay, thank you so much.
So this is the score which I want everyone to please reflect upon.
And we can't see the score. That screen is not present.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible now. Yes.
So few of the teachers are not able to open. Aarti ma'am, you're good at technical things. Please help us. If there is some settings I need to change. Aarti
Open the settings.
Huh.
Take the screen there. Right now your slide is visible.
Yes.
Response. Yes, settings.
Restrict to user of DPS Hinjwadi. I have turned it off.
This is switched off. Allow response editing that you can switch off.
Allow response editing. This one, na?
First one. Yes, that one.
Rest all settings look fine. Collect email addresses verified.
I think Hinjwadi team is facing problem in opening the form.
No, ma'am, I could fill it.
Say something.
I could open it, ma'am.
We can do it, ma'am.
It is open.
Yes, ma'am, we can do it.
Okay.
Ma'am, criteria जो है ना वो question से हटा दीजिए. The criteria is also coming in the question.
Now that is not a problem, ma'am.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
No, because it is asking
We
for
can-
all
we can
options.
easily
to-
scroll that.
Not making compulsory to respond for all.
Yes. So you all can please check the score here. If it is between 10 to 19, you tend to see situations more competitively or individually rather than collaboratively. If it is 20 to 29, it's a moderate alignment, which says that consistently you are moving towards the win-win approach. And high alignment is 30 to 35, and very high alignment is 36 to 40. So,
Aarti ma'am, I have a question. What's the total score out of 11? Is it?
No.
So
There is
here
a
it's
score
out of
written.
11.
There's a score written. If I share my tab, there's a score written over here. You can see
On the
this.
top, it's
If
written.
suppose you are
Score.
choosing strong here, agree here, then calculate 4 plus 3. Okay? Plus 4.
So, actually, the thing is that I had selected mostly strongly agree, but the total total score that came was out of 11.
No problem.
Out of 11, it came, and I think the score doesn't actually reflect correctly.
Okay,
No,
no problem.
Suranjana ma'am, don't look at those 11
Don't
points.
look at that
Actually,
Google
they are
score.
just counting as 1 for each.
Okay,
So
so
don't
we
check
can
that
mentally
point which is
calculate,
mentioned
right?
on the
Right.
top.
Got
Don't
it,
look
ma'am.
at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I was unable to submit the form.
Yes, ma'am. We have to click on the criteria option, and then only it is possible to submit. There's a criteria option.
Add me, please. Add me to the form.
Bharti ma'am,
Okay.
I haven't yet opened the form, ma'am.
Nisha ma'am,
Still
I
not
guess
opening.
you
No,
need to
no
use
problem,
the
ma'am.
school
We
ID.
will share
Just 1
that
minute.
form again with you. There is no problem in that. I'll share it in the chat. You can fill it later on.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So if I have
So everybody, before we move ahead, please don't look at this 0/1 11 scores. So you have to check your scores from what Aarti is showing on the screen.
So in inventory, already the scores are put up above your agree, disagree. Just do a little mental calculation and
Yes, done.
please try and find out.
Got it.
Okay, I can see the maximum people have completed the inventory. So now can we move towards CTL, Nagrani ma'am?
Yes, we'll.
Can we get a thumbs up over here? If I see a maximum thumbs up, then we can really move ahead for, yeah. So now since we saw the trailer of Chak De India, so we have this dialogues of Chak De India over here. I would welcome you all to choose one dialogue which connects with your win-win approach learning.
Aarti ma'am, Smita ma'am wants to say
Yes,
something.
Smita ma'am.
Yes, Smita ma'am.
Aarti ma'am, it's coming 0 after selecting the criteria also. When I viewed my score, it came 0.
Smita ma'am, we don't have to think about those I mean, that
You have to do a
form.
mental calculation. In inventory, at the top, if you
okay.
see the score is written. So do a mental calculation for each criteria.
Okay.
So now here I welcome you all to choose a dialogue that helps you to connect with win-win approach. So if you're choosing a dialogue, you have to share a why also. That why are you choosing that dialogue? Suvarna ma'am wants to share. Yes, Suvarna ma'am.
I want to choose second one. सबसे पहले अपने आप को बदलना पड़ता है. अगर आप खुद को नहीं बदलोगे, तो आप किस तरह से दूसरों को बदलोगे? So my in-law was very much like restricted to what to wear, how to wear. So I just changed her mindset. Like, yes, if you want to visit a particular place, so you have to be like that. So I just changed with me. I just take her, and then मतलब मैंने खुद को बदला कि I just have a sari on the beach. Okay.
Yes, Bharti ma'am, I cannot stop you from sharing now. You love this Chak De India movie.
I am going to interpret fifth point in my language, if sir and you allow me. Okay. So हर एक चैलेंज को एक नई जीत की तरह खेलो. अपने स्कूल को ये दिखाना है कि हम टीचर्स कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
Very good. Amazing. Yes, Parul ma'am.
Ma'am, I wanted to say almost similar what ma'am has just said. To see every day as a new challenge and take that challenge and go across and win the day with your high spirits.
Amazing, amazing. Yes, Smriti ma'am has shared, I think. Smriti ma'am, you have shared or not? If you can.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I want to choose the fourth one. जब तक तुम खुद नहीं करोगे तब तक तुम्हें ये आसान नहीं लगेगा.
Very
In everyday learning process also we do focus on this thing ना, बच्चों को learning by doing. जब
Yes.
तक खुद नहीं करोगे कोई चीज तो तब तक तुम्हें ये आसान नहीं लगेगी. जब आप कर लोगे then you will know ना कि what is the process, how you will experience each and every moment of that process.
और ये उस पे भी फिट बैठता है ना, जब तक शो एंड टेल नहीं करेंगे तब
नहीं
तक ये नहीं
करेंगे.
होगा.
Yes, yes, definitely ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you.
ये उसमें भी
Thank
फिट
you, ma'am.
होता है कि जब तक आप दूसरे के शूज में नहीं जाओगे, पैर नहीं डालोगे, तब तक
Exactly.
the
Yes, sir.
situation.
Thank
What
you so
or-
much. Yes,
going on.
Deepti ma'am. Yes, Deepti ma'am.
मैम आई लाइक टू फोकस ऑन द फिफ्थ पॉइंट. हर एक मैच को एक नई जीत की तरह खेलो. इट मीन्स दैट
Amazing.
सक्सेस इज कंसिस्टेंट. यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट विथ ईच एंड एवरी डे. ऐसा नहीं कि आज हम कोई चीज में सक्सेसफुल हो गए, ये बोर्ड्स में मैंने अच्छा कर लिया तो आई विल बी सक्सेसफुल इन माई लाइफ. सो यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ टिल द टाइम यू लीव. यू शुड बी कंसिस्टेंट.
All right. Okay. So great, great, great. Thank you so much to everyone. I've seen your responses in the chat as well. And we are very much thankful for your
Grateful.
patience. Yes, Nagrani ma'am.
So we are actually very grateful for giving us this opportunity to be here today. And also we thank each and every one of you for your active participation. So like every time we have shared the audio file link here if somebody wants to listen to this. And I guess we were able to complete, Aarti ma'am, 6 o'clock, 6:02.
Yes. So we hand over to Ashwini ma'am.
Ashwini
Please
ma'am.
take our feedback from the team. We are eager to get a feedback from the team so that we can improvise every day. And yes, over to you, Ashwini ma'am.
Thank you so much, Aarti ma'am and Nagrani ma'am. The session was really amazing. All the teachers, I guess, enjoyed it and a lot of takeaways. I request everyone to please fill in the feedback form shared in the chat box. Okay. So that we get the insights, we get the opportunity to improve ourselves. And we are eager to know whether the CC Fridays are helping you or not.
Ashwini ma'am, any of the principal sir or ma'am or sir, if they want to give us feedback.
Sir, are you there? Siddharth sir?
I did see Jaya ma'am in between. She was also there, but now I don't know. I
Okay,
was not able to
okay.
see. Aarti
No, I
ma'am is
don't think so. Siddharth sir is not there. Even not even the principals. But yes, anyone else would like to share their
Yes, any of the
views?
leaders,
Aarti
Aarti
ma'am is
Pathak
also
ma'am,
there. Aarti
learning
ma'am.
leaders, anybody.
Towards to you, Aarti ma'am, our coordinators, teachers. If
Any
anyone
of the
would like
learning
to take
leaders.
the feedback to them.
Sunipa ma'am wants to give us feedback. Yes, Sunipa ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, both of you, for making this session so interactive. You have taken names and involved everyone. Every view you have appreciated. And then definitely it was a win-win situation for everyone. So you made it a win-win situation through this win-win presentation. So wonderful.
Thank you so much. Yes, Suvarna ma'am.
Suvarna Sabal ma'am.
Deepti ma'am also wants to say something. Deepti ma'am.
No, ma'am. Mistakenly, I have raised the hand. All right.
Okay.
Anyone?
Ma'am, I just wanted to share that every time winning is not success, we can't consider it as success. So
Yeah.
win-win situation can just achieve our goals.
So win-win is mutualism in biology, we say.
Yes.
We both get benefited with each other.
Yeah.
Great.
Uh,
Aarti Pathak ma'am, would you like to say something?
I want to appreciate both Aarti and Nagrani for this amazing session and involving everybody in the session and making it so interactive and taking people to reflect on their experiences. This is something which I really love today. And at the end, now if anyone wants to fill that form again, please, you can do that. Now you can see the scores which are there. So which is not coming as a response, but when you submit it, you will see that what it should be actually. And with that, you can reflect you are at what stage. So you can try doing that now.
Thank you so much, Aarti ma'am, at the last moment helping us. We are still learning technically from you.
Thank you so much for this session. It was very nice. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank
team.
you very
Thank
much,
you
ma'am.
so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yes, Deepti ma'am. Nagrani ma'am,
Ashwini
can
ma'am,
you
I'm
stop the
unable to
recording?
get that feedback. Ashwini ma'am, will you please share feedback form once again?
Yeah, sure.